The Ultimate Trivia Podcast.
Hello and welcome in to the Ultimate Trivia Podcast, the show where knowledge is power and laughter is our only reward. All five of us are here. The whole crew is with us as we always are. How you doing tonight, Nick?
I'm doing very well, Andy. Thank you for asking.
Awesome. Doctor over there, Scott.
Best day of my life.
Oh, well.
Wow.
Any day we record, of course. Kelly, how
I
you
love you,
feeling
man.
over there, buddy?
I love you, man.
That's right. Big B?
I feel good. I look good. It's a good night.
Oh, all is true. That's
Debatable.
right. We've got a cool episode in store for you today. It is in honor of one of our crew members, but this is news to them. So we are going to jump right into the question of the week before we reveal that topic to the rest of the guys.
I don't like this. I'm
I'm
nervous.
so intrigued by this topic now. I don't even want to do the question of the week. I just want to know what we're doing.
Well, there you go. Maybe that'll speed us along. This question comes in from Kim, who happens to be tied to the honoree this evening. And there's a reveal.
Hint.
Okay.
I love you, sister.
So she gives us the question. We're back in the time machine, fellas, but we can only go backwards. And we don't have any influence. We are simply a fly on a wall observing one event in history. No interference, just spectating. What are we doing?
I want to go first.
Bring it on.
I want to go back to an all-knowing, all-encompassing sight or view of the Kennedy assassination.
Yeah, my head went there too.
That popped in my head, too.
great.
Oh, wow.
That was in my head.
I don't know.
Much controversy.
Maybe a drone,
You want to be elevated at the time
Yeah.
of the assassination?
so I could see the grassy knoll and the dispensary. Not dispensary.
That's a different thing altogether.
Depository.
Yeah.
That's what I
It's
said.
a depository.
That's what I said. Booby
Booby
trap.
trap.
So is that just because you want to know who actually did it?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the government knows already.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just want to know.
I know.
No, that's a good one. That popped in my head, too.
So I mean, just simple knowledge. It's such a controversial event in our time.
And so highly debated and not accepted as the truth, at least the story that's been.
If you have any kind of intelligence, you don't believe what the government is presenting to us.
That's a different podcast.
It's a very different podcast. Very different podcast.
Okay. Anybody else got an answer?
That or the crucifixion,
Oh,
and that.
Okay, I'm gonna
You're piggybacking?
pigtail because I was gonna say resurrection, and I know we don't have to get into religious beliefs
Fair
here,
enough.
whether you believe it or not. But if I was gonna pick, it would be the day of the resurrection,
Third day.
day 3.
Day 3.
So
He is risen,
Okay.
which
He is
feels
risen. Just all the things that happened in that moment, and being able to witness it. Yeah,
Who moved away the big rock that shut the?
yeah.
you'd have to believe it was an angel.
Well, wait a minute. I have a problem with he is risen. It just feels grammatically incorrect,
Right.
right? And that's all I really have to say.
He has, or he is.
He has risen. He
is,
rose.
or he
Well, at the time during the writing.
Yeah, you could say, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a direct quote from the
Yeah.
Bible. Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that part. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Who said that? Was it God? They said
No.
he has risen, or was it?
No, it was the angel. He is risen just as he said he would, I think is the
Yeah, I mean, I mean, Mary saw it, but yeah, right? Isn't it Mary Magdalene that?
saw the empty tomb.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It didn't but the angels one who said
Dropping
that.
biblical knowledge.
The
man.
angels one who said yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Why are you looking for the dead among the living?
Yes,
he is
yes,
risen
yes,
just
yes,
as he
yes,
said he would.
Ah, there it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Sounds like a Daryl Dixon quote.
who's Daryl Dixon?
That's a good
Okay,
question.
from The Walking Dead.
Walking.
Oh, okay. I never watched the show.
Oh, okay.
Never watched the show.
I didn't either, but I knew that for some reason. Nick, you got anything?
I mean, two great ones. The Kennedy definitely popped in my head. I was trying to think possibly even a sports event,
Sure.
in my past. But I went to, and it's not a specific day because it obviously would take more than one day once you know that I would like to see them building the pyramids.
Yeah, though.
I want to see that.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. I want to see how it really happened. All right.
I think that was over like 1,000 years or something too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it took a minute. It took a minute to do
I
that.
don't think it took. I don't think it took as long as we think it did. All right. All right. It wasn't just Joe Schmoes out there laying bricks. Okay, it was a bit more than that. I want
Teleported
to see
the
what
bricks.
really happened. That's where I'm at.
We have this discussion a lot off air. I think we've had it once on air, but
Little bit.
Nick just refuses to accept that they used what we believe they used.
It's
to
not
create
that
these
simple. It's not. Okay? It's not. They do find it interesting that there are pyramids on these different continents, even though at that time, people weren't traveling the world. But yet they're building very similar structures.
Yes.
Well, it still
Interesting?
happens-
Didn't
still
they
happens-
also-
Interesting?
No, it's not, because it still happens today.
What are you talking about? We travel, we traverse the earth today. You can fly to anywhere in the world today. At that time, when they were building these pyramids, it wasn't a hop, skip, and a jump to go to another continent. But yet they're building a pyramid here, and they're also building pyramids there.
Same pyramids,
Where's
same
the connection
structures,
at?
same hieroglyphs.
But how are they connected? How? Just saying.
Does anybody know?
No, nobody knows.
Well, they're easy to place because the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I
helps.
forgot.
That definitely helps.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
Dynamite driving.
You know, when you really start to look into it, now everything adds up.
That's a really good
All right.
answer, though. I mean,
Yeah.
it would certainly answer a lot of questions.
What
that
about
we-
the fact that it'd be easy to do today? How do you
It's
feel
still
about
not
that?
easy to do today.
If you
The Great
Google
Pyramid
that,
has
they
over,
talk
like,
about how
was
easy
it-
it would be. Why would they build it again? There's no reason to do it again. But they talk about
Why wouldn't they do it again? The pyramid is the strongest structure you can build.
No, yeah, but there's no need for that type of structure. What I'm saying is, like, after we discussed it at Andy's house one night,
Yeah.
I went and Googled it, and like there's so many answers. Like, it'd be easy to do and quick today to build a pyramid. It's simple.
It would not be quick. The Great Pyramid has over 2 million, I
but
think,
with the cranes
individual.
and the technology we have and the cutting of stones, it would be
Still not that simple. It's not easy.
okay.
What's your answer,
You want a
Brian?
pyramid? I'll build a pyramid right now.
What's your answer, Brian? What do you got?
I have a lot of things running through my head. That's tough. The kidney thing was a great one. That's a. But for me, I'm a big American history buff, early America. But there, once again, like, so the Declaration of Independence popped in my head. But like, then I also started thinking about a little more obscure, like the Boston Tea Party. There's questions and debates about how that actually started. You got the fight between the British and the Bostonians, you know, that led to that. But there's questions who started it. So that's interesting to me. Washington crossing the Delaware. Like, I know I'm getting into it, but
Sure.
like,
Yeah, I
that
love
kind of
it.
stuff
Yeah.
I would love. So I you know, that kind of stuff. I love that period of history. So, so if I had to go with one,
That's the question.
I guess I'll go with the Declaration of Independence, just because it means so much to the country.
Sure.
So I guess I'll go with that.
When it was signed,
The signing of it.
Yeah, the signing of it, just to see that and watch it. You know, I know. And here's the thing: like, the pictures show they're all there. They were not. Like,
No.
they came, you know, different
Sure.
times, whatever. But just to be there, because like the debates and the and all
Who
the
signed it
different feelings
first?
and-
Was it Herbie Hancock?
Herbie.
Hancock.
That's the right answer.
but like all the debates about it, you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
I'd like to. So I guess that kind of cheats a little bit, but I'd like to see some of the debates going on in the room about people opposed to it, people for it. I'd love to see some of that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, the loyalists.
yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Andy?
Yeah, I go between two immediately, and I will land on one. But two, I would love to be a unharmable observer of D-Day.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Watch. I
great.
mean, that's a little morbid, right? I mean, that's
no,
obviously
but that's brilliant.
just
I love
to
it.
really truly
I
see
didn't, that
the
didn't pop in my head,
impact,
but I
feel
love
the
it.
impact
I love
of
it though.
Just watch Saving Private Ryan.
Well, I have many times.
You get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one that I think
not
I
crying,
will
you're
actually
crying.
choose just because I'm a space nerd is the world captivated by Neil Armstrong stepping foot on the moon.
So I
Never
thought about that.
1969. I remember that from a previous episode.
Never,
Yeah.
never happened.
That's right.
I thought about that one, and what I thought was, if I'm going to be there, I'd want to be on the moon.
You want to be Neil
Right?
Armstrong?
I mean,
or you want to be
no,
another
just be another
Levitating
person.
in
Yeah.
space watching.
Yeah, right. I mean, wouldn't that be cool instead of
100% agree
Yeah,
with you.
okay.
It's my ultimate number one bucket list item is to go to space. So, I mean,
Okay.
that is absolutely right. But the energy, the just the attention that it drew from the entire world, but specifically America, it was such a magical moment in human history. It'd be neat to just feel that energy, I guess.
Can I ask you a question, a side question? How would you feel if you were the one who hit the golf ball? How nervous would you be to shank that?
Well, it's very likely I would, in fact, shank it. So,
Damn it, I hit Mars.
Definitely would have sliced.
That's right. Well, I like all those answers. And if we ever get a time machine, somebody build a flux capacitor, would you please?
working on it?
Yeah.
On my list.
What's your answer, Scott?
There's just so much
His-
to do.
Was it the moon?
No, he said
No,
Resurrection.
Resurrection is mine.
Good.
Good ones.
Yeah. Kelly's a little.
Cut that out.
Yeah. Kelly's a little.
You said crucifixion. I think we're all a little preoccupied with death between D-Day
Oh, that's fair.
and the Kennedy
JFK.
assassination.
I had a birth, as did you.
The birth of a country.
Thank
Nice.
you.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Cheers.
Well, thank you, Kim, for submitting such a great topic to debate. If you would like to submit a question for the crew to answer, we are in need of questions. Please send them directly to our email. You can find us on all the social media sites, including each of our individual pages, which you find in the show notes, if you'd like. Okay. All right. Moving on to today's trivia. This is inspired partly by one of our debut episodes. Things That Happened in July is officially our second episode, but it happened back we released those first two together. We have a birthday amongst the crew coming. Well, at least coming up from the moment we're recording here. So it only felt fitting to do things that happened in February.
Wow.
Okay, so a potpourri, right? A general topic for the most part. Kelly will turn some form of mid-40s on February 7th, I think.
Good guess.
Yeah, baby,
Nice.
I got it.
If he makes it.
February derives its name from the Latin word februa, meaning purification, and tied to an ancient Roman festival. It's the shortest month due to adjustments made by Julius Caesar and later tweaked by Pope Gregory VIII in calendar reforms. Leap years were introduced to correct for the solar year's 365.25 day length, ensuring seasonal alignment. Despite its brevity, February holds immense historical significance, celebrating cultural milestones and marking pivotal events across the world, including Mr. Norwood being born 46
In the
years ago.
1900s. Let's just say
Yeah,
that.
1900s.
Nobody needs to know the actual date.
I got a T-shirt for my
46.
wife for Christmas that said, "Be patient with me. I was born in the 1900s."
Nice.
She loves it.
I like
Nice.
that.
I like it.
All right. Knowing what we know, how's everybody feel?
Terrible.
We got a
Just
predictor.
feels completely random.
It's
I
so
mean,
broad.
Yeah.
So
It
broad.
will in fact be.
I don't think I know much. I don't think anything happened in February.
You're
I'm
about to find out.
toast.
I know one thing.
What?
Some presidents' birthdays.
Okay. I
I
don't
don't
know.
want to give away too
I
much.
don't want to give too much away. It's time for the main event, our 10-question trivia game on all things that happened historically in February. Here's how it works. I'll read the questions aloud. You'll all write your answers on your whiteboard. When I say reveal, you'll show your answers, and if you get it right, we'll get you a point. And if not, well, we'll figure out why you missed it. Let's see who ends up on top today. Nicholas on the scoreboard.
Yep.
As always, here we go with question number 1. On February 21st, 1965, a prominent voice for black empowerment and civil rights was tragically silenced. Who was this fearless leader? All right, everybody seems to have a pretty good handle on it. Got a lot of quick answers on the boards. While they're finalizing, I'll read it one final time. On February 21st of 1965, a prominent voice for black empowerment and civil rights was tragically silenced. Who was this fearless leader? Nick is thinking about erasing, and I'm going to give him about 3 seconds to make this decision. Nope,
Get it.
he's going to
Whatever.
hold it. Let's
Whatever.
reveal these boards.
I'm wrong.
We got MLK from Nick. We got Malcolm X from Scott and from Kelly. Martin Luther King from Brian. Malcolm X is our correct answer.
What's the year again?
1965.
I should know.
That's what I was going to change it to.
That's what messed me. Yeah.
That's
The
what I was gonna
65.
change it. Yeah.
I was too quick. Yep.
Dang it.
Anybody read his book? Or
No.
the bio book on him?
Part
at
of
all?
it.
I've seen the
I didn't
movie.
read all of it. Part of it.
Is that Denzel?
Denzel. Yeah.
Denzel.
Very long movie.
Is it?
Very long.
Can't say
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen the movie.
Like 3 hours plus, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Well, Malcolm X, a minister and human rights activist, significantly influenced the civil rights movement with his advocacy for black empowerment and self-reliance. His journey from a troubled youth to a global symbol of justice is a testament to personal growth and resilience. Tragically, He was assassinated at the Audubon Ballroom in New York City. Today, his speeches continue to inspire movements for equality and human dignity. 39 years old, I believe he was.
Who shot him?
I don't know the answer to that. You got it?
Do you have it?
Don't know the name, but he was supposed to be on his side. He was an Islam nationalist.
Oh, okay. Inside.
I think there was some conspiracy around his death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Should have
right.
known that. Dang it.
Scott and Kelly are on the board. We move on to question number 2. February 12th marks the birthday of an American president famously associated with stovepipe hats and remembered for freeing the enslaved. Who was he? This one I expect a quick answer on, especially, well, I can't say that until later, but I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. Brian and Kelly are ready. Scott looks ready. Nick, ready for it? All right, let's see the boards. We got Abraham Lincoln all the way around. That is the correct answer. We are, of course, in Illinois, the land of Lincoln. I did not expect anything less. Now, most of the country celebrates President's Day, which is right around that same time, the Monday, I believe, right there in that week.
Okay.
But Lincoln's birthday is very close to there. And I believe Scott, who works for higher education, don't you guys take Lincoln's birthday instead of President's Day?
Yes, we do. It's
Yeah,
an
that's
odd.
Very Illinois thing to do.
Yeah, in Illinois.
Yeah.
And I worked at a previous school who had Lincoln in their title.
The loggers.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And they did not take the day off.
From Springfield.
Right. They did not take.
Hang on, that was a good little joke right there. Hang on. I sorry to interrupt you, Scott. The loggers part? Yeah. I feel like I missed it at first. When he said
that's
it.
their
That was their
mascot.
mascot.
No, but Lincoln logs, I mean, that part was what's resonating with
Right.
me.
Yeah, exactly.
But I had no idea what their mascot was. No.
Right. But it was the irony that it's in the name of the school.
Right.
And they did not take his birthday off.
They're not true Illinoisans.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
what I'm
I'm
saying.
glad you don't work there anymore.
Well, born.
That's why he left.
Yeah, right. That and the hour and a half drive, of course. Well, born in a humble log cabin, actually in Kentucky, Abraham Lincoln rose to become the 16th president of the United States and one of its most revered leaders. Known for his Emancipation Proclamation and steady leadership during the Civil War, Lincoln's legacy is enshrined in the Lincoln Memorial, a place of inspiration for millions, and fairly recently visited by the doctor.
Yep.
Check out our Washington, D.C. episode for more information there. Ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Question number 3.
See?
Feeling good, feeling better or worse about this topic now after the first couple?
A little better.
I bet Kelly's feeling much better.
Well, Kelly and Scott should be feeling great.
He knows everything about February. All right. Question number 3. In February of 1977, a Philadelphia fighter captured the hearts to critical acclaim, winning an Oscar for Best Picture. What underdog movie was this? And Brian is done well before I get out of the first sentence.
He's still writing.
He's
I don't know what he's writing at this point.
writing the script of the movie now. In February of 1977, a Philadelphia fighter captured the hearts and critical acclaim, winning an Oscar for Best Picture. What underdog movie was this? Everybody ready? Sure enough, we got Rocky all the way around. I do want to give a nod to Brian, who gives this the moniker of the best movie ever. Or excuse me, greatest movie ever, actually.
Greatest movie ever, though?
No, I was just saying
No.
greatest boxer ever. Came out in
okay.
76, but they must have won in 76.
Yeah, that's when I believe
Oh,
the
okay.
Oscars are actually aired
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know what there is to say about it outside of what we're about to learn.
There's a lot to say about
Well, I know, but what have we not said? And, we've dissected the Rocky series a couple of different times. It is a mixture of cheesy and awesome and bad and great, all mixed into one.
I agree with that. But the first movie is just solid.
Amazing.
That's why he won. Of
course.
And then fantastic.
They say Fast and the Furious is the Rocky of car racing.
Sorry.
I mean, come on.
Rocky
Days
was-
of Thunder is a better car racing
Easy
movie.
now.
Like
Easy
I
now.
don't have a knife with me.
What? There were 6 Rockies. I'm just saying they were just following the lead,
Oh, yes.
right?
Kelly was about to exit studio on that one.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Such great actors
begin.
like Vin Diesel and Paul Walker. Yeah.
Yeah, they're Oscar nods, right?
Yeah. Of course.
Oh yeah, because Sly is such a great actor. Really?
You got Best Picture.
Written and starring.
Not best actor.
No, but Best Picture. How many Fast Furious?
None. Oh, come on.
Come on. We're
That's
getting
what I'm
carried
talking about.
away.
That's what I'm talking about. Come
It's
on.
ridiculous.
He wrote that, by the way.
Yeah.
Written and starring Sylvester Stallone, Rocky is more than a boxing film. It's a story of perseverance, love, and overcoming the odds. Its unforgettable training montage and the iconic step scene at the Philadelphia Museum of Art still inspires dreamers everywhere. A movie character inspired a statue.
After the Phillies game, we went there. So in Philly, they have all their stadiums are right there together.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
And so it used to be on the steps, and they moved it right there to where those stadiums are. So we
Oh,
went there
okay.
After Phillies game, we went
I didn't
to-
realize
it was
that
really
they had
cool.
moved that.
We
We
took
walked up.
pictures.
We walked up the steps. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
the
was-
statue was not there. The statue's where all the stadiums are.
Yeah, but
Gotcha.
we went and saw it.
Oh,
That's fitting.
Wait, the statue's not at the top of the stairs anymore?
They moved it.
No.
Oh.
It's where the like the
Oh,
baseball
I didn't know that. Okay.
ball.
They
It
just
was in
got-
Philadelphia. The Lincoln Financial. All four
They're all
sports
right together,
are
which is really cool.
in the
They're
same
all
area.
together.
Okay.
They're all right by each other.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Interesting.
Well, we ran up the stairs reluctantly, and we got to the top, and we raised our
phases?
arms barely, with heavy breaths and heavy hearts.
Ran up the stairs and then kind of just slid down.
I
Well, they had
cried.
to get him down on the stretcher.
I cried, found my soul. A lot of things happened that day.
It was a good day.
Isn't there a workout associated with it? Did your younger brother do
Yeah,
that, Nick?
my younger brother has done it. I think they call it the Rocky Run.
It's a 30. It's like a 30-mile thing,
Yeah.
and they
Holy
run
mackerel.
basically what Rocky did in the movie.
His route of running, I think you start at his
Yeah.
apartment
So
or
there's a picture of
townhouse,
Doug
whatever.
outside the apartment. I love it.
Yeah. I think you
number
start
18.
there, and it's like 30 miles, and then you finish at the stairs.
What I
right?
love is that Doug wore the gray,
Yes.
gray
Oh, I have
sweatsuit
seen
Yes.
that picture
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that Rocky wore, and Doug did it.
I think
Yeah,
Doug caught a
it's-
chicken too when he was there, possibly. Yeah.
I did too. It was just breaded and had a little mayo on it.
Just
Got
the
it
wings.
at Chick-fil-A right down the road.
Right.
All right, moving on to question number 4 here. On February 14th, 1912, the U.S. added its 48th state, known for its stunning beauty and southwestern charm. Which state is it? Giving you a hint.
Can I hear that one more time?
Yeah, of course. February 14th, 1912, the United States added its 48th state. Known for its stunning natural beauty and southwestern charm, which state is it? All right. Looks like we got some shoulder shrugs with the answers being put.
It's 1 or 2 to me.
Yeah, I feel like it's 50-50.
Same way over
Yeah.
here.
Guessing.
Nick
I don't
is
know.
guessing.
I know 49 and I know
I
50.
feel like a 50,
Yeah,
50,
those are the
50,
easier
50.
ones, right?
I was
But
first. I was first jumping to that. I was like, "Wait, he said 48. Dang it!"
Because I think I got 50 wrong in a previous episode.
Yes.
Yeah, in July.
And the July
it
one,
was.
that was actually August.
Yeah, it was actually a little wrong, but
Yeah.
we won't highlight that moment. We fact check better now. Thank you. All right, let's see the boards, gentlemen. We got New Mexico from Brian and from Nick. We have Arizona
those are
from
the two.
Kelly
Yeah, those
and
are the
from
two.
Scott.
Yeah.
Those are the two. The answer is Arizona.
Got a-
Dang it.
It grows.
So I just chose it because it's further west.
I did too.
Yeah.
Is that right? Just
Yeah.
simply on that fact.
Just stupid.
Kind of adding as you go west, which I know isn't 100% true, but
No, that's right.
I was going from the George Strait song, Oceanfront Property.
Great song.
I don't know that one.
It's a good song.
It's 90s country, right?
That came out. Well, that might be nice. Maybe late 80s. I can't remember. It's a great song. Great song.
Good deal. Well, Arizona is famous for its Grand Canyon, of course, and the striking desert landscapes. It brought a southwestern flair to the Union as the last state to join the contiguous United States. Its vibrant cities like Phoenix and its rich Native American heritage make it a cultural and natural treasure. And we've talked about the Grand Canyon in our previous episode. Again, check out national parks, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Dang it! I was same as
Yeah.
you guys. 50-50, trying to
Yeah.
pick which one I wanted to go
It
with.
was either Arizona or
Nobody felt like they had it, though. They were
No.
simply picking between the
50-50.
two.
I went 50-50, but then, I mean, I've been to New Mexico, only Albuquerque, but when you talked about the stunning beauty or however it was worded, I thought, well, Grand Canyon maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
I like it.
It is a beautiful state.
Yes, it is. Let's move on to question number 5. On February 1st, 2003, okay, we were all alive for this one, a space shuttle tragically disintegrated upon re-entering Earth's atmosphere during NASA mission STS-107. What was the name of that shuttle?
Right up Kelly's alley, I hear.
Yeah, no, he is on top of it here. Nick is absolutely at a loss. Brian has not made a move for the board just yet.
2003?
2003, February 1st, a space shuttle tragically disintegrated upon re-entering Earth's atmosphere during NASA mission STS-107. What was the name of that shuttle? All right, let's get to the boards.
I preempted my
Answer?
answer. Yeah.
Okay,
Can you read the question again?
I'd be happy
Were
to.
you writing down something that happened in 1986?
Maybe.
And I believe January of 1986? Okay.
One last time. February 1st of 2003. A space shuttle tragically disintegrated upon re-entering Earth's atmosphere. Yet another clue. During NASA mission STS-107. Scotty's going back to the board.
There was another clue. I missed
the
that.
name of the shuttle?
What was the clue? Did I miss it?
It was,
No, I'm just changing my
okay.
answer.
February 1st,
There was no
2003.
additional clue, yeah.
Space shuttle re-entering Earth. That's the clue.
Oh, that doesn't help me at all.
Okay. All right. Kelly's finishing writing, and we're going to reveal in 3, 2, 1. Let's see him. We got Aries from Nick, Discovery from Scott, the shuttle failure from Brian. Oh, Kelly abandoned his answer altogether. Fortunately, we do not have a correct answer. It was the space shuttle Columbia.
Oh, okay.
Columbia.
What was in your head?
Odyssey.
Odyssey. Okay. Yeah. So back to the Challenger, even if you got the timeline off a little bit, it exploded, for lack of a better phrase, at launch.
Not upon
Not
re-entry.
upon re-entry. So that was an important piece of that puzzle, too.
Right.
So that you're saying the re-entry part was the clue?
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't help me at all, though.
Okay.
No.
No.
Well, the Columbia disaster marked one of NASA's darkest days, resulting in the loss of all 7 crew members. This mission highlighted the risks of space exploration and prompted critical improvements in the shuttle safety protocols. Despite the tragedy, it underscored humanity's unyielding desire to push the boundaries of exploration and discovery. Although they shortly thereafter discontinued the space shuttle program entirely, and we haven't been.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, not at all.
2003? No.
Happened over Florida. There were pieces scattered across the state.
Oh, yeah, I remember it.
It was
Yeah. Complete blank on the name of the shuttle.
yeah.
I do think I was deployed in the Azores, and
It was-
this time in 03.
That'd be- yeah.
Yeah.
It was also very, very well covered, and so it happened live, but before many people's eyes.
Kelly and I were wrapped up in a lot of other things.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Of course you were.
Yeah.
What year?
All right, that is question number 5. Let's see what else, or let's see the scores here.
All right. So Brian and myself have 2. Scott and Kelly have 4.
Okay,
So they're doing well.
separating in pairs here a little bit.
I mean, we're still within range. We're right there.
Does anybody want to make a wager against the person that they are currently playing?
As far as me versus Brian,
Yeah,
and Kelly
come on.
versus Scott.
Spice it up.
What kind of no? I didn't know there's this many things in February.
Yeah.
I mean, so far
It's only 28 days. Sometimes.
No idea.
Right.
Should be 13 months of 28 days.
I agree.
That is true. All right. We're rolling right into question number 6. Get your boards ready. February. We're back in 2003 again. The Federal Republic of Yugoslavia restructured. Nick's already given up, I think, on this one. Let's try that again. In February of 2003, The Federal Republic of Yugoslavia restructured into a confederation of two nations. This union lasted until 2006 when the two nations declared independence. What are the names of these two nations?
You can't even say name one of the nations?
What? No, I'm going to stick with what I got here, I think.
Kelly's writing like he knows it, like he read a book on it or something. All right. I was so upset about the question. Could you please read it one more time?
I would be happy to.
Okay.
February 2003. The Federal Republic of Yugoslavia restructured into a confederation of two nations. This union lasted until 2006 when the two nations declared independence. What are the names of these two nations? Now, those fact checkers out there, this timeline gets real messy when you dive into it, but I have found what I consider a credible source that tells me February of 2003 is when this happened.
I'm trying to think of another country. Hang on.
I'm trying to think of one country right now.
This was intended to be the showstopper, by the way. The perfect.
I mean,
killer.
Kelly and I are neck and neck. I want to write your mama on here, but I'm gonna go with
Kelly came to the board.
You want to do
fast,
it? I'll do it if you do it.
I got one country and yo mama.
Your mom and my mom?
Yeah, right.
All right. Next, coming up with another country. Brian's
Trying to.
got a board in the air.
I got two countries. They're not right.
Okay. I'm going to actually be curious if you've heard of one of these countries.
Oh, wow. Wow. No, you just want
I know. I just gave you a hint. I'm
No, I
sorry.
want to change my answer now, but
Oh.
I don't care. Whatever.
I don't know what you've heard of. Or
The second one, I might have just made up. I might have sneezed. And that's the sound that came out.
Doc's back to the drawing board. We're going to give him 5 seconds to get two countries on a board.
That
Well,
did not
one of these is a country. I don't know about the other.
Okay.
That did not help what you said. I wonder if you've even heard of one of these. Wow.
All right. Yugoslavia broke up into two nations. What are they? Let's see those boards. We've got Czechoslovakia and Chechnya from Nick. Slovakia and Slovenia from Scotty. We've got Herzegovina and Serbia from Kelly. And Czechoslovakia and Ukraine from Brian. I don't think there's a single correct answer across the board. Shocker. Even if I asked for one. The answer is Serbia and Montenegro.
I had one.
He has
Did you
Serbia.
have Serbia?
Serbia.
Serbia.
You said it.
Never would have had that.
I said it. I say a lot of things.
All right. I've heard of both of those.
Half point?
No half point,
Well,
unfortunately.
could you read the other one other than Serbia just for
Montenegro.
Okay.
What'd you call me?
Hey, careful.
All right. At least I've heard of those.
Have you heard of Montenegro?
yeah, I've heard of
Everybody heard
that
of
doesn't
Montenegro?
sound Eastern European. at
No,
all.
it doesn't.
Yeah. I believe the Czechoslovakia split into Czech Republic and Slovakia, which so that's where
Makes sense.
Would it come from? But,
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, in 2003, the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia transformed into the State Union of Serbia and Montenegro, a confederation meant to stabilize the region. However, the union dissolved in 2006, marking a new chapter of independence for both nations. Today, Serbia and Montenegro boast rich histories, stunning landscapes, and vibrant cultures. I imagine they're pretty similar since they used to be joined.
I mean, if I didn't know the 48th state, I'm going to know this. I mean, the 40th state of our own country, I'm supposed to know what.
Sure.
Come on. I feel like we just lost our Russian
That's why the
listeners.
rest of the world thinks Americans are stupid.
I can see that.
I
That makes
think
sense.
We just lost our Russian listeners.
Yeah, they knew that.
No,
one.
they love
They
us
do
in
that.
Russia.
But not Mother Serbia.
All right. Moving on to question number 7. We're going to get back to feeling good about ourselves. I have a feeling.
I hope so.
Come on. In February of 1964, which British band made their first live United States television appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show, sparking the British invasion in American music? Yep, as predicted, everyone is already finalizing their answers. As we have established, music is something we all feel we
Especially the Queener boys.
Yeah, this one
Thanks
is
to Mark.
definitely
Yeah,
in
thanks
there.
to Dad.
Shout out to Dad there. All right. Who started the British invasion? February of 1964. Flip the boards over. We all know you got the Beatles. Absolutely
I think
right.
it was Mark Queener. I spelled it wrong. Sorry.
I did
Shut
too.
up. Shut up.
I did too.
Man,
Shut up, Brian.
deduct a tenth of a point for
It's
that.
spelled this way, keeping the beat.
Yep,
B-E-A-T.
exactly. Exactly.
look
That's
at
why
that.
it's spelled that way. Yep.
Give me more Beatles trivia. What do you got, Brian? You got a nugget?
No, but I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
That's cool.
I'll tell you one of my
so-
favorite
so-
Beatles fun facts. When they first started performing in Liverpool, where they're from, they started in clubs that were underground that were previously bomb shelters during World War II. I love that.
that were bomb shelters.
Yeah. They
Okay,
played
that is
a lot
pretty
of-
cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Because they were the bomb.
Heyo. I don't
Here
think
it
that was a
is.
thing then. All right.
In the 80s.
February 9th, specifically, in 1964's The Beatles performed live on The Ed Sullivan Show, captivating an estimated 73 million viewers across America. This landmark performance not only catapulted the band to unprecedented fame in the United States, it also heralded the British invasion, a cultural phenomenon that reshaped the American music landscape. The Beatles' charisma and innovative sound left an indelible mark on pop culture, inspiring countless artists and fans alike. Proof is at the table.
I will say this. I was anti-Beatles for a majority of my life until I started hanging out with Brian and Scott for a majority of our, hanging out times. And
Develop an appreciation for it.
definitely did. I was always anti-Beatles.
Yeah,
just
what
'cause
turned you off?
I just didn't think they were as impressionable and as important as they were in the music. I can't get across my point.
No, they
I
took
understand,
the
man.
blues was just put their own spin on it.
So they were
It was
early.
a sound that nobody had heard
Yeah,
before.
there you go.
And that's what blew people's minds, the sound.
No.
Like Bob Dylan talks about the time he first heard him and his girlfriend driving up the coast in California, and he heard it, it blew his mind.
just on the radio.
Yeah, he's like, these guys, this is it. This is the sound.
Wow.
Like, it blew his mind. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Bob Dylan talks about that. Like,
Kelly's
first time he
deep
heard
in
it,
thought.
he's like,
He's got
it
something
hit
to
him. He's like, this is it. Yeah.
Essentially, no genre of music was off for them. They would
Yeah,
do
yeah.
anything.
Really?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Correct.
And they said, we stole this from Mozart, or we stole this
Yeah.
from the blues. Like, they were not afraid to
Paul
just
McCartney
sample
talks about
anything.
him intimidating Little Richard or whoever it was, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he talks about that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's more than you bargained for, wasn't it, Andy?
Well, I loved that, by the way. I mean, I don't have I know Beatles songs. I can sing along with them. I don't have an appreciation for them like you guys do. Moving on to question number 8. We'll check that score as soon as we're done here. This is another one you'll feel good about. On February 22nd, 1980. Anybody need more? Oh, okay. An underdog United States hockey team shocked the world by defeating a powerhouse rival in what became known as the Miracle on Ice. Which team did they defeat?
I have a great nugget I just learned in the last week or two about this when we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Make sure you write what you mean to write.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is it the championship game? Is it the gold medal winning game?
It was not. They didn't beat him in the. Sorry.
I'm going to reread the question as it's written. On February 22nd, 1980, an underdog United States hockey team shocked the world by defeating a powerhouse rival in what became known as the Miracle on Ice. Which team did they defeat? Check your board there, B. Make sure you're not showing Kelly your answer, although he's...
I'm talking about the Miracle. This wasn't the championship, but the Miracle on Ice is.
Yeah.
Correct.
Didn't want you to display your board there, brother.
Oh, he already did. I already have written down though.
Okay. Nick, you got a good answer?
I think so. Oh.
Okay. Scotty, you got it written down?
Well, yeah, you started to say something and you stopped, and then I
Just be very specific about your answer because I'm going to scrutinize it.
No. Oh, come on.
I like it. Be specific. I'm fine with
Okay.
that. Even if I'm wrong, I don't care.
Yeah, sorry, brother.
All
This
right,
is important.
well, I wrote what I wrote. I'm not going to change it because I saw something.
I understand. Okay, let's reveal the boards. We've got the Soviet Union from Nick, USSR from Scott, Russia from Kelly, and Brian with the USSR. Russia was a part of the Soviet Union, which is the correct answer. Soviet Union or USSR is accepted. Unfortunately, Russia, which is why I specifically said, make sure you're specific. I'm sorry, Kelly. I have to not give you the point on that one.
So
he might break something in the studio.
I know.
I had Russia written down
I love this
previously
story
as well.
because as much as I love the Miracle on Ice, it's fantastic. However, the night before the game, the USSR was out celebrating with the USSR women's like ice skating team because they just won the gold.
Oh, really?
Because they did not respect the U.S. They didn't. They're like, we got this. So they went out and partied the night before.
Oh.
Hence, they were all hungover.
This is very varsity blues.
Yeah,
right.
They were all hungover, and so
Couldn't handle it.
like nothing against the game. I love it, but like I just watched this recently, and that is true. It's basically, like they didn't respect us, so they went out and partied the night before, and it not working out.
I didn't
for
know
them.
that story.
Did not work out for
I
them.
didn't know that.
Well, at the 1980 Winter Olympics in Lake Placid, New York, the United States men's hockey team, composed mostly of amateur players, defeated the heavily favored Soviet Union in a stunning upset. The victory became a defining moment in sports history and a symbol of American perseverance during the Cold War. Yeah, I think that was as much the story as anything, is the conflict between the two nations.
Absolutely.
Right? Great movie, too.
I can see Kelly's anger.
I'm trying to kind of work past it. I obviously feel bad, but the competitive spirit in Kelly is getting the better of him. We may not hear from him again for the rest of this one. All right. Oh, man, I don't even want to check a score. Go ahead.
But
give us
we
the
do.
score.
After 8, Brian and myself have 4. Kelly has 5. And Scott is in lead with 6.
Scotty was 6.
Scotty was 6.
All right.
So, still a chance.
Yeah.
We're all in the running
Come
still.
on. Keep scrapping, boys.
Yeah.
We move on to question number 9. Known for her fearless fight for equality, this woman's rights activist, whose legacy is minted in American history, was born on February 15th, 1820. Who was she? Who was she? Scott's got a quick answer, it looks like, as does Kelly. I'm going to reread this again. Known for her fearless fight for equality, this woman's rights activist, whose legacy is minted in American history, was born on February 15th of 1820. Name this woman.
This is another tough one.
Okay. I thought
I
Scott
can't
was
think of the
there.
name.
No?
I know it, but I can't think of it. So I got nothing.
Okay. Kelly's done with his board.
Change your answer.
Change an answer from Scott.
I have something written down.
Okay. Good.
We'll see.
All right.
Wait,
Brian's
one
gonna
more
get there.
time.
Yeah, let's have it again.
Drive me crazy.
Known for her fearless fight for equality, this women's rights activist, whose legacy is minted in American history, was born on February 15th, 1820. Who was she?
Tough.
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 Okay, Brian's coming. Scotty, did you get a board? An answer?
Yeah,
Board?
it's not right. I'm struggling.
Okay. Well, looks like everybody's ready to reveal. Let's go ahead and have
I got
it.
something.
We've got Susan B. Anthony from Kelly, Sacagawea from Scott, Susan B. Anthony from Nick, Harriet Truman or Tubman. Either one. That's all right, Brian.
Thanks for playing, Brad.
I couldn't remember. Yeah.
Susan B. Anthony
Yeah,
is the
that's it.
correct
I got it.
answer.
Yep, I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, so minted.
That's what
That
got
is
me.
a key word in that,
could-
and
I
I
could-
didn't
yeah.
highlight it on purpose.
Could not
but
think of it.
That's
Isn't Sacagawea on? That's why I wrote
She's
it down.
on the gold dollar.
Yeah, that's why I wrote it down. I'm like, I can't think of who this is.
I feel like we've talked about the Susan B. Anthony. It was basically not adopted because it was so close to the quarter.
I don't think we've talked about that. At least on the show, for
Yeah,
sure.
maybe
we haven't.
not. It's one of those classic driveway debates.
We talk about it a
talking
lot. We're
currency.
We do.
We're big on conversations about Susan B. Anthony.
Yeah, women's rights is always a big
It's
topic
what we do.
amongst
It's
us.
what we do.
We do cover suffrage quite a bit. Well, Susan B. Anthony dedicated her life to championing women's suffrage and civil rights, facing public ridicule and arrest for her activism. Her unwavering determination paved the way for the passage of the 19th Amendment, securing voting rights for women in the United States. Hard to believe that wasn't a thing before. Susan B. Anthony was first featured on the United States dollar coin in 1979. This made her the first woman to appear on a circulating coin in the United States, replacing the larger Eisenhower dollar with a smaller, more practical design. Turns out that was a rough idea. All right. Okay.
Well, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Not much else to say there. Moving on to question number 10. Oh, I love this one for this room.
Doesn't matter.
I forgot this question. February 3rd, 1959 became known as the day the music died. A phrase popularized by Don McLean's song American Pie after a tragic plane crash claimed the lives of 3 influential figures in early rock and roll. I want 2 of them. Ooh, yeah, baby. Confidence on the boards. This is a long one. I'll let them finish while I read it again. February 3rd, 1959 became known as the day the music died, a phrase popularized by Don McLean's song American Pie after a tragic plane crash claimed the lives of 3 influential figures in early rock and roll. I am asking you to name 2 of them.
Want to ask a question without giving away anything?
Good luck with that.
Not sure. Yeah.
Do you have to name a name or can you name a pseudonym-ish?
Yeah, I would take a pseudonym.
Because I know all 3. I just want to...
Okay.
I can't think of. I think I have 2 of them. I cannot think of the third one.
Don't put 3 down.
I'm not.
Okay, so
Please do not put 3 down because if you get 2 right and have 1 wrong, I don't want to have to be in facing this.
Okay.
I wrote 3 down and I'm leaving it.
I think I can.
You better
I'm
be
not going to.
right with all 3 or
Dang
you will
it.
not get the point.
That's fine.
Okay, fair enough.
I know.
You're rolling your own
music
dice
question.
on that one.
Okay.
Kelly is finalized. Everybody else looks pretty ready. Let's hear 2 of the 3. Let's see them. We've got Buddy Holly and Richie Valens from Nick. Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper from Scott. Richie Valens, Buddy Holly from Kelly, and Buddy Holly and that one guy from Brian. I love the spirit of it. The correct answer, Doctor, is Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper.
I had the Big Bopper. I had to change it to...
That is
I knew exactly what your question was,
Yeah.
but I wrote down the Big Bopper. I don't know
his
his
name.
actual name. Off the
He
top of my
was the DJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
He had,
I knew that's why
one
Kelly
song
was
that I'm aware
asking,
of.
which is why I felt comfortable answering.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Well, the tragic event marked the loss of 3 rising stars in rock and roll. Their influence lives on in hits like La Bamba and Chantilly Lace, and the crash inspired Don McLean's iconic song, American Pie.
Chantilly Lace.
Good song.
and a pretty face.
That's right. All right. If you could bring one back right now. I can't say that I'm familiar by name with the Big Bopper. I'm
Buddy
sure
Holly.
I know them.
Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
The Big Bopper was just he was a prominent DJ at the time.
Okay.
He had a hit. Though. I mean, Chantilly Lace was a hit.
Yeah.
But,
But he-
yeah, Betty Holly.
Buddy Holly.
Richie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
All right. Well, hey, here we go. Nick, that was
Well-
10.
That was 10. And after the final question, Brian has 4. I have 6. Scott and Kelly are tied at 7.
Ooh, we're going to a tiebreaker.
Let's do this one for Mother Russia.
All right.
I'm so mad.
There you are. He doesn't want to even be in this
You
situation.
guys ready?
I should have 8.
Sure, I can guess the number.
Yep.
I should have 8.
We talked about it in the synopsis.
Ocho.
How many leap days has there been since it was implemented by Julius Caesar?
Wow.
How many leap days?
I know.
How many February 20? Yeah, Brian's got it.
I wish I was in this. I know this.
How many leap days have there been?
Well, that's kind of easy.
Oh, wow. I love that. I like
Doing the math.
confidence.
Wow.
You got to know when he started it, I guess. And then you
Right.
go from there. And there, well, I'll stop talking.
Like how we said, it was easy, then he erased it.
Yeah.
He got to carry the one.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Naturally.
All right. I'm going to put I'm going to let him calculate. I gave Kelly.
Give him as long as he wants.
Okay.
Wow.
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 Confidence is high.
I feel like that confidence.
Yeah, I mean, to Andy's point, you have to know when he instituted
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or I guess when Julius Caesar was
Yeah.
reigning.
That might help.
Well, yeah, that would help a lot.
Yeah, that would help
Yeah.
a lot.
Sorry. Shoot.
Now he's confused. Now we
No, I'm not
know.
confused.
No,
You guys are giving hints.
All right. You got a number there, Doc?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. How many leap days has there been since it was implemented by Julius Caesar? Let's see those answers. 664 from Scott. I got 504 from Kelly. The correct answer is 515. Awarding Kelly our
Nicely
victory.
done. That away, Kelly.
A win from Mother Russia.
It all works out.
Yeah, and it all worked out.
Ball don't lie.
So when did Caesar?
Oh, I got tons of information.
Oh,
on this
okay,
one.
good.
You better take a nap there, Doc.
All right, I will.
In 45 BC, Julius Caesar revolutionized the Roman calendar by introducing leap years. His Julian calendar assumed a year was 365.25 days, adding an extra day to February every 4 years to keep in sync with the solar year. However, the actual solar year is 365.24219 days, or 11 minutes shorter, causing the calendar to drift roughly 3 days every 400 years. By 1582, this drift had thrown seasonal events like Easter out of alignment. Pope Gregory VIII corrected it with the Gregorian calendar, tweaking leap year rules. Century years are not leap years. Did you guys know that?
What now?
Century years are not leap years. So 2000 was not a leap year.
No, but I'll sleep better tonight.
Did
knowing
not.
that.
Amen to that, Bree. You bet. Century years are not leap years unless it's divisible by 400. Therefore, 2000 was a leap year.
Oh, there you go.
This is crazy.
Wow.
I know. The adjustment created an average year of 365.2425 days, nearly matching the solar year, keeping the calendar accurate for over 3,000 years. Whew.
That's a lot.
It's a mouthful.
That is plenty to go on.
It all makes sense.
Right.
Well, congratulations, Kelly. This was written in your honor for your birthday month. And only fitting that you lose under controversy, or excuse me, win under some controversy.
There's no controversy. It should have been correct. I should have won outright.
Yeah, you should have.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand that Russia wasn't the USSR, the Soviet Union back in the day.
Okay. And when it broke up, it went into like 15 different countries, right? You got all that.
And the Beatles had a song called.
No, I get it. Well, I was mad for about 30 seconds.
Trust me, I knew. All right, so that takes us into our bonus question. It doesn't really tie specifically to February as much as it does winter, and something we're experiencing a bit now as we're getting some snow and things like that. I want to take us back to our school age days, and when you first found out that there was a surprise snow day. What was the first thing on your mind? What were you doing other than sleeping in? But I mean, were you someone that ran outside? Or did you love to sit and play video games all day or lounge around in your PJ? Whatever.
No, I couldn't wait to put on my snow boots, my snow suit, go outside, build a fort, make snowballs, throw them at my friends or my sister or my brother or my parents when they're walking outside.
Did you ever pour water down like a ditch and turn it into like real ice? Maybe ditch is probably too lenient of a term, but something a little deeper where you really got some good speed going.
No, but we did all kinds of significant things with ice and snowballs, and or make snowballs and put a little water on them to make it a little harder to throw at your friends.
Yeah, you murder somebody. Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what we did in the 80s.
I was always.
We had BB gun fights and,
I was always disappointed
shot
to be-
bottle rockets at each other.
I was always disappointed to be out of school.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Quite the
Good
academic.
education.
Right.
Sure.
You know
Yeah.
me.
In my youth, snow meant football.
Yep. That's all I got.
Always
Oh,
played
nice.
football
And
when it
it's-
snowed.
Absolutely, yeah.
Had to.
In all seriousness, yes, that's exactly.
You had to
that's
play
what it meant.
football.
Football, yeah, football, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you may build an igloo or a snowman, but football was going to happen. We always
In your street, we played football.
Yes.
Yeah, I never grew up on a street that had a bunch of other kids on it. So I guess that wasn't, it was me and my sister, and she's a girl, so she's lame,
True. Well, I had friends when I was growing up.
Yeah. I guess I didn't. Because, well said, by the way.
Nick was so popular.
I didn't say that. Just
So popular.
I didn't just play with my sister. I had people.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
Scotty, you still get
what I
to...
remember more is the ice storms. So I remember there's an ice storm in particular where we all literally ice skated up to the elementary school and played ice
1990.
hockey on the it was in the track on the soccer field.
1990. I remember it vividly.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was cool.
I'll never forget that. Like literally just ice skating up
Yeah.
the street.
Oh, yeah.
to play ice hockey.
That year we played hockey.
Yeah,
Instead
that
of
was-
football.
That was so cool.
Did you have skates?
No, you just done with tennis shoes. You didn't need
I had
skates.
skates, but they weren't hockey skates. They were like
Figure skating skates.
Yeah. So they didn't have the straight blade; they had the curl.
With the little nubs on the front.
Yes. But yeah, we had
do
enough
your
people that had
South
them. Do you remember that, Scott?
Yeah.
We had enough people that had them though, where we played ice hockey. Nick Carr,
Yeah.
a bunch of us were up there. It was fantastic. That was so cool.
Fun times.
You play at the there's a circle drive at the elementary school that had little lips, the curbs
we
or
played
whatever.
roller hockey there a lot.
I played
but
up there. I'm
the
sure we
ice
played
hockey though, we
together.
played on the back on the track,
I
track
gotcha.
soccer field. Whatever you wanna call it.
I believe, and we'll have to have our dad correct us, but I believe at one time when he was a kid, there was like a 2 to 3 inch metal rim around Holy Childhood parking lot. In the winter, they would flood it with water so you could play
Crazy.
hockey
I
out
think I've
there.
heard that one
here.
before. I think I've heard that one. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was at the local
That sounds right.
Catholic school.
Well, now,
parking
now I
lot.
love there's a lot of towns that have ice or roller hockey rinks. You know,
Yeah.
Swansea has them.
At parks.
New Baden has them.
Yeah.
Doc, you still get to live this life to some degree, being working for a university or college anyway.
yeah.
So you'd still get your random snow day.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously totally different
It's a little
now.
different
I mean,
now.
you hope you get the call the night before so you can sleep in.
Yeah.
If you get it the night before, you're staying up later than you would watching movies or TV.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, it's not like, I mean, I agree with Nick. It's 100% football was the first thing
Go
that
outside.
if I-
popped in my head was, we grew up in a neighborhood, depending on the year, because, people move, but there was
We all
7,
had
8, or
boys.
9 boys. Like nobody in the neighborhood had daughters.
Yeah,
So
That's
it
weird,
was,
isn't it? But yeah, I know exactly what
it
you're
was.
talking
It
about.
was
Yeah.
all boys.
it was all boys.
Yeah,
So
it's incredible.
we were out there. Yeah. Football.
Cool. Yeah, I'm with you, Kelly. All of you, really. Just go outside. Just enjoy it. You never got cold. And if you did, you didn't notice it because you were running around. You're sweating half the time.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, nice job, gentlemen. Kelly, congratulations and
Well done.
happy birthday, I guess, to some degree.
Soon.
Sure.
Soon enough. All right. That's going to do it for today's episode of the Ultimate Trivia Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. We'd love it if you'd subscribe to us and drop us a line, and we'll, maybe we'll read it on air even. We'll see you next time with more trivia and more fun. Until then, keep your brains sharp and those bellies laughing.